Almost time to start the next meeting. All right, I'm calling the meeting to order. Let's all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please call the roll.
Trustee Todd?
Here.
Trustee Meeks?
Here.
Trustee Sheba is not here with us.
Oh, he's here now.
I'm so sorry. My apologies. Trustee Phil?
Here.
Trustee Travis?
Here.
Trustee White?
Here.
And Mayor Whitcomb.
Here. Okay, can I get an approval of the minutes for the regular meeting January 13th?
I'll make the motion to approve the regular meeting minutes of January 13th, 2026.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Mink, seconded by trustee Khan. Any questions or comments?
Yes, I have a comment.
Yes.
At the last meeting, I talked about the state passing a law on batteries that have to be recycled. It's all batteries. It's your D batteries, your AAAs, your doubles, even the batteries in vaping, smoke, whatever they call those things, the batteries in that. All those batteries have to be collected. And according to the minutes, it says that they will be at, collection points are at Menards, which is incorrect. They're at Lowe's, they're at Staples, and they're at Home Depot. So all batteries, any kind of batteries, you have to save them. They cannot go in recycling, and they cannot go in your garbage. We have had 3 garbage fires in the garbage trucks in our village alone from the lithium batteries. So the lithium batteries have to be better cared, but I just want to know, all batteries have to be recycled. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you for the clarification. Please call the vote.
Trustee Khan?
Aye.
Trustee Meeks?
Aye.
Trustee Sheba?
Aye.
Trustee Phil?
Aye.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee White?
Aye.
Minister approved, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Special reports, Brandon?
Good evening, Mayor and trustees. It's my pleasure to provide an overview of the 2026 Appearance Awards program for your consideration. Led by the Appearance Commission, the Appearance Awards program is intended to recognize properties for quality upkeep and new improvements that enhance the village's curb appeal. Residents and business owners may nominate their own property or any home, subdivision improvement, or local business they feel improves the village's overall image. The 2026 program revives a similar program that was offered in the past by the village that recognized property owners for maintaining quality front yards and facades that improve the appearance of the community. The new program would be opened, applications would be open in the spring with a deadline at the end of June. Appearance Commission members would then have a month to review the nominations before voting on them, and then the award winners will be recognized by the board in September. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Any questions to anyone? Thanks, this is great. Thanks, Brandon. Okay, public hearings, we had one, it's over. Plan Commission reports, there's nothing. Residents' comments on agenda items only. I don't think that's an agenda item. Okay, Allison Tesnar?
Hello, everyone. I just wanted to take a minute to thank the village board, Mayor Whitko, the Traffic and Safety Commission, the Police Department, the village staff, the District 219 Board, and the Niles West Administration for their partnership and commitment to public safety and making Ordinance 2601 a reality. Specifically, Commander Anderson, who is not here, but Chief, hello, whose consistency, responsiveness, and leadership over the past 7 or 8 years were instrumental to getting us to this point. The effort began as a conversation about safety near Niles West, specifically Menard at Warren and Oakton, during school drop-off and pickup. The challenges were complex and still continue to be, including congestion, turning conflicts, mid-block U-turns, pedestrian crossings, and required very careful coordination and willingness to test solutions. I also want to acknowledge that these changes do create additional challenges. particularly when it comes to on-street parking for residents as well as students in the area. However, I feel the decision to prioritize safety, especially for pedestrians and children, reflects a thoughtful and responsible approach to traffic management in this high-use area. The experimental measures implemented over the past month or so have helped demonstrate what was possible, and we're happy to see the positive safety outcomes as well as hear from residents that make it clear that moving these regulations from temporary to permanent is the right step. I'm very grateful to everyone who listened, engaged, and worked collaboratively to turn these to in turn create meaningful and lasting change. As the traffic patterns continue to evolve, which I just talked with Chuck about, it's also clear that congestion has increased on Marmora and some of the other streets in the area. So some of the issues that we've previously experienced on Menard may represent the next phase of the work to help balance the safety across the neighborhood. While I may have helped elevate these concerns, this outcome was only possible because of the professionalism, openness, and partnership of absolutely everyone involved. Ordinance 2601 will have a lasting impact on this community, and I, for one, sincerely appreciate the shared commitment that made it possible.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Allison. We're glad you're so pleased and everybody's safer. President's report. I'm going to ask Donna Hedrick to join me at the podium. Hello. Let me say a few words about you. Put this down. Look at this. Tonight, I am pleased to present this plaque to Donna Hedrick, who recently retired from the Appearance Review Commission after nearly 16 years of service. Donna also previously served on the Economic Development Commission beginning in 2006. During her tenure, Donna helped shape many projects in Morton Grove, ensuring they met the village's high standards for quality and appearance. She served with a thoughtful, active voice and valued seeing completed developments that reflected the Commission's guidance and village standards. Above all, Donna is proud of her commitment to promoting Morton Grove to residents and the business community. In recognition for her nearly 20 years of dedicated service, we thank Donna for her many contributions to the village of Morton Grove. Thank you so much, Donna. You're a wonderful asset. Thank you. Do you want to say anything? Okay.
A few things.
Yes.
First of all, I want to thank the people that was on the Economic Development Committee with me. And then they elected me to be chairman of the Economic Development Committee. And then Rita Minks became our liaison. And she taught me so much about what was going on. And I have to thank her personally for what she did, and that way. And then the Appearance Committee. I like doing the Appearance Committee. I went always, almost every time I could, to see the actual site, not reading what they gave us, to see the actual site. Because if you don't see what you're looking at, you don't know what's going on. So I want to thank the Appearance Commission for, having me on there. I really enjoyed it and that way. And I'm sorry I had to resign, but because of health, I couldn't do it anymore. And I'm sorry my husband isn't here, but he broke his hip and he's housebound and he can't do anything right now. So, but thank you very much for this. I really
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you for your service so much. Thank you,
Thank you.
Donna.
You're welcome. Thank you.
She has aged so much.
Okay, and now a little bit on some not so good news. Two burglaries occurred earlier this month that are shocking and completely out of character for Morton Grove. Our community is safe, and incidents like this are extremely rare. Our police department is working these cases aggressively and will do everything in their power to bring those responsible to justice. We've been briefed by our public safety leadership, and I'm confident in the strategies they're using to investigate these crimes and to prevent individuals from coming into Morton Grove to carry out this type of criminal activity. Our officers are working closely with neighboring agencies, using technology and shared intelligence to disrupt criminal activity and prevent further incidents. Morton Grove will always do everything in our power locally to protect our residents. At the same time, we need to work with our partners at every level of government to make sure our laws truly deter violent crime and keep dangerous individuals off our streets. Morton Grove Senior Expo. We are hosting our first Senior Expo on Friday, March 13th from 9 a.m. to noon at our Civic Center. This free event with complimentary refreshments for residents provides an opportunity to connect with local service providers and obtain educational materials on health, wellness, transportation, housing, and more. That is the end of my report. Clerk's report? No report. Staff report. Village Administrator?
Yes, Your Honor. I have two resolutions for the board's consideration. So the first item is Resolution 2602, which is authorizing participation in the Northern Illinois Municipal Electric Collaboration, NIMAC, and authorizing the village administrator to approve contracts for electricity for village-owned buildings, facilities, and infrastructure. And I'll just read the background for this. So since Illinois deregulated the purchase of electricity in 2007, electricity suppliers have been able to compete against Commonwealth Edison for the purchase of electricity. Commonwealth Edison no longer offers a fixed energy rate for larger or medium-sized commercial accounts. And in 2017, the village secured a fixed rate for electricity for municipal buildings, water pumping stations, and parking lot infrastructure by selecting NIMAC to serve as the electrical energy broker. NIMAC has represented over 170 member municipalities, park districts, water districts, and libraries in Northern Illinois, and the village has worked with NIMAC since 2008. Village staff has recommended the village continue to use NIMAC as its electrical broker in 2026. And if the village chooses an electrical supplier recommended by NIMAC, NIMAC's compensation will be included in the contracted electricity prices. So there will be no direct payment made to NIMAC by the village. And this resolution will designate NIMAC as the village's broker for the purpose of obtaining electricity. And due to timing constraints and procedures, requires the acceptance of a competitive bid for the supply of electricity. This resolution will authorize the village administrator to negotiate and execute a contract with the most optimal bidder for the acquisition of electrical energy for the village-owned buildings, facilities, and infrastructure, including its water pumping stations and parking lot lighting for a term of up to 36 months. And this authority shall begin upon the adoption of this resolution and terminate at the end of this current calendar year. And with this, I know at least one trustee had asked, and I think the public may be curious, this only applies to the village itself in terms of our buildings and our parking lots and infrastructure. It does not apply to residential consumers. So this is only related to village-owned buildings and facilities. And with that, I'm happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? Can I get a motion?
Motion to approve Resolution 2602 as presented.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Mink, seconded by trustee Sheba. Any questions? Yep. Nope. Hearing none, please call the vote.
Trustee Khan?
Aye.
Trustee Meek?
Aye.
Trustee Sheba?
Aye.
Trustee Bell?
Aye.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee White?
Aye.
Resolution 2602 passes with 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right, and the next item I have is Resolution 2603, and this is approving and authorizing a settlement agreement for all village claims regarding an economic incentive and tax increment allocation financing development agreement by and between the Village of Morton Grove, Illinois, and P&P Properties, LLC. So on July 25th, 2022, the Village Board of Trustees passed Ordinance 2215 approving and authorizing the execution of an economic incentive and tax increment allocation financing development agreement between the village and the P&P Properties LLC, which has served as a developer as part of the agreement for the redevelopment of the property commonly known as 8721, 8733, and 8735 Narragansett Avenue and 8720 through 8726 Ferris Avenue in Morton Grove, Illinois. The agreement required the developer to develop and construct a 10-unit townhome development and a 2-unit duplex development on the property. In order to receive certain economic incentives as set forth in the agreement, the developer had failed to meet certain timeline obligations of the agreement, and on December 10th, 2024, pursuant to ordinance 2423, the village board approved an extension of the contract, giving the developer till May 22nd, 2025 to finish the project. The developer did not meet this deadline extension. On November 26, 2025, the village sent the developer a declaration of default and notified the developer had terminated the agreement and intended to seek the contractual damages set forth in this agreement. The parties then met multiple times in an attempt to settle this matter and avoid costly and protracted litigation. The developer has since finished the construction of the 10-unit townhomes, and certifications of occupancy were issued by the village for these units. The parties have reached a comprehensive settlement subject to board approval. Pursuant to this settlement, the developer will pay the village a sum of $275,000 upon the first sale of a townhome unit in the development, will waive all claims against the village related to this agreement, including its claim for additional financial reimbursements from the village, and will complete construction of the 2-unit duplex by February 15, 2026. In return, the village will forgive the note from the developer to the village, release its mortgage against the property, and waive all claims against the developer related to the agreement. This resolution will approve this settlement.
Can I get a motion?
Motion to approve Resolution 2603 is presented.
Second?
Motion made by trustee Minks, seconded by trustee Travis. Any questions? Hearing none, please call the vote.
Trustee Con.
Aye.
Trustee Minks.
Aye.
Trustee Sheba.
Aye.
Trustee Phil.
Aye.
Trustee Travis.
Aye.
Trustee White.
Aye.
Mayor, resolution 2603 passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Corporation Counsel. Reports by trustees. Trustee Khan.
No report.
Trustee Minks.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have no formal report, but I did want to make mention of the Citizens Police and Fire Academy. If the public is curious about what Morton Grove police officers and Morton Grove firefighters do, then please join us for the Citizens Police and Fire Academy. The academy runs from March 18th to May 20th, 2026, on Wednesdays from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. To sign up, please visit www.mortongrovil, which is all one word, .org. And that's the end of my report. Thank you.
Thank you, trustee Sheba.
No report.
Thank you. Trustee Thill.
Yes, Your Honor, I have 3 resolutions. I have Resolution 2604. It's authorizing a contract with Arthur Wheeler Incorporated of Bristol, Wisconsin, for the tree purchase for the 2026 50/50 tree planting program. And the United States Department of Agriculture Forestry Services of Illinois Department of Natural Resource Urban and Community Forestry Tree Grant, Phase 2. We'll be planting approximately 400 trees this year. I move that we accept Resolution 2604.
Second?
Motion made by trustee Thill, seconded by trustee Travis. Any questions, comments? Hearing none, please call the vote.
Trustee Travis.
Aye.
Trustee White.
Aye.
Trustee Con.
Aye.
Trustee Minks.
Aye.
Trustee Sheba.
Aye.
Trustee Thill.
Aye.
Resolution 2604 passes 6-0, Your Honor.
I have Resolution 2605. It's authorizing a service request with Commonwealth Edison and a contract with Lawson Electrical Technology of Kenosha, Wisconsin, for the electrical improvements at 8300 Lehigh. I move we accept Resolution 2605.
A second.
Motion made by trustee Thill, seconded by trustee Sheba. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, please call the vote.
Trustee Travis.
Aye.
Trustee White.
Aye.
Trustee Con.
Aye.
Trustee Minks.
Aye.
Trustee Sheba.
Aye.
Trustee Thill.
Aye.
Resolution 2605 passes 6-0, Your Honor.
I have Resolution 2606. It's authorizing a contract with Globe Construction Company Incorporated of Addison, Illinois, for the 2026 Concrete Sidewalk Replacement Program. I move we accept Resolution 2606.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Thill, seconded by trustee White. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, please call the vote.
Trustee Travis.
Aye.
Trustee White.
Aye.
Trustee Con.
Aye.
Trustee Minks.
Aye.
Trustee Sheba.
Aye.
Trustee Thill.
Aye.
Resolution 2606 passes 6-0, Your Honor.
I have no further comment.
Thank you, trustee Travis.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have ordinance 26-01, amending Title V entitled Motor Vehicles and Traffic, Chapter 13 entitled Traffic Schedules of the Municipal Code. The 8,000 block of Menard has been the subject of ongoing traffic and pedestrian safety concerns raised by multiple stakeholders, including area residents, municipal departments, and partners at Niles West High School. Drivers associated with the school drop-off have been observed turning from westbound Oakton to northbound Menard, dropping students curbside and performing U-turns or three-point turns mid-block to return southbound to Oakton. These movements, combined with pedestrian crossings across Oakton and turning movements from southbound Menard to westbound Oakton, contribute to congestion and conflict points. Elevated pedestrian risk has been noted at Menard and Warren during peak periods. Traffic congestion and safety risks are increased due to parking, standing vehicles, and passenger drop-off in the 8,000 and 8,100 block of Menard. Village departments have implemented safety measures, including high-visibility crosswalks at Menard and Warren, pedestrian crossing signage, and targeted enforcement periods by police officers. During the 2023 school year, the police department worked with the Niles West Security Director to provide materials for crossing guard training. Niles West utilized a contracted security company to staff crossing guards at Menard and Oakton and directed pedestrians to use the easternmost crosswalk. On December 1st, after consultation with senior staff and with the approval of the village administrator, the police chief, pursuant to Municipal Code Section 5-1-4, enacted temporary traffic regulations which included no parking, standing, passenger drop-off on school days from 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m., no parking, standing, passenger drop-off on school days from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m., no U-turns on Menard between Oakton Street and Keeney Street, and no U-turns on Warren Street between Major Avenue and Marmora Avenue. And Village implemented experimental traffic regulation, which resulted in decreased congestion, improved safety, and positive feedback from residents. This ordinance will make those experimental regulations permanent. I move that we accept ordinance 26-01 as presented.
It
Second.
is a first
It's a
reading.
reading.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
that's okay. I know we're excited
I
about
would
it, but
love
next
to.
meeting.
Thank you, Allison, for being such a great advocate, and Chief, for all your hard work. Guess I can't make it happen tonight. Sorry about that. So I have one other thing to say.
Yes.
Neighborhood outreach. Our first neighborhood outreach meeting of the school year will be held on Thursday, February 19th at 6 p.m. at Melzer Elementary School located at 9400 North Oriole Avenue in Morton Grove. Please join us so that you can meet our elected officials and staff. We hope to see you there. That is the end of my report.
Thank you. Trustee White?
Yes, Your Honor, I have Resolution 26-07. This is establishing the longtime homeowner home improvement program with use of the Affordable Housing Trust Fund in the Village of Morton Grove. The purpose is to authorize the creation of a longtime homeowner home improvement program that will use financial resources from the Affordable Housing Trust Fund to assist seniors, those 65 or older, who have been in Morton Grove for at least 10 years to make the needed home improvements that will allow them to stay in their homes when facing adversity. I move to accept Resolution 26-07 as
Second.
presented.
Motion made by trustee White, seconded by trustee Sheba. Any questions or comments?
Yes.
Trustee Bill?
My question, or my comment is, I haven't seen the document.
It should have been included in the packet as part of the.
You know, I may have read it. I beg your pardon, I may have read it, yes.
Yeah.
I can print you another copy.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question.
Go ahead, trustee Sheba.
My question is, many people probably don't get or read the mail that we provide. Will we be asking general contractors if the person is 65 or older? Are we going to, ask the question? Or is it up to the homeowner to come in and say, I'm 65 and older, I want to apply for this, and so on and so forth?
Our intention is to do a campaign to notify the public, that would want to apply for it, just because the contractor may not know if they are
Correct.
in need for it. But our intention is to publicize it and to make it widely known and available, especially for these residents who we want to be able to stay in their own homes.
Awesome.
Can I also add, the program is based on affordability, and one of the ways this is really going to benefit our residents is we have a very proactive code enforcement, and they'll see problems, and a lot of times people know they have problems, but they can't afford it, and this program is going to help them.
Beautiful.
Any other comments?
Yes, I have a comment. The people have to apply for it. They have to prove that they're in need. And it's to help people stay in the town. It's not to help people move into town.
Correct.
And it is a loan. It is not a grant. It is payable after 10 years, from what I remember.
No.
For somebody who hasn't read it, I got a lot of stuff up.
No.
No, I'm not making this up.
Yeah, go ahead, Terry.
It's when they sell the house.
Or not up to 10 years, like
No.
not up to, like the sewer?
No, it's at when they sell the house, and it's 0% interest.
Okay.
And we will do our best to get it out there, because it is a very important program that can really help seniors stay in their home.
I will add, if you would like, Brandon is happy to provide a brief summary of the program real quick, if you would like, for the board
I
and
think we
the
should do
public.
that, yeah. Let's do that, Brandon.
I don't have a lot to add to new to add, but I think I can confirm things here. So we're looking to establish this program. Like I said, this would be pulling funds from the Affordable Housing Trust Fund. As of December 25, that fund has about $350,000 in it, and that's thanks to all the great development we've been seeing in the community. The townhome development, for example, Metro on Main contributed a lot to the fund to help kind of get us started. So the proposed program would use those dollars through an application process that we review, again, try to get the word out, but the applications would be reviewed on kind of a quarterly rolling basis. We hope it becomes popular, and we actually have a waiting list, but basically we take in applications, work to review their qualifications, make sure that they are income qualified, and then it would be zero interest loans up to $10,000 to help with things like plumbing repairs, lead paint abatement, electrical repairs, roof repair, accessibility improvements, you know, so if you're aging in your home, you want to make that home more navigable for you, it would help with those improvements. But again, it would be a zero interest loan that's basically a lien on the home that's paid back when you sell the property. If you sell early, because we don't want to encourage flipping, there's an interest penalty, and you'd have to pay back the full principal.
That explains it.
Great, thank you,
Thank you,
Brandon.
Brandon.
Okay, I think we already have the motions, correct? You can call the vote.
Trustee Con?
Aye.
Trustee Meeks?
Aye.
Trustee Sheba?
Aye.
Trustee Thel?
Yes.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee White?
Aye.
Resolution 2607 passes 6-0, Your Honor.
That's the end of my report.
Thank you. Presentation of warrants, Trustee Khan.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'd like to present a warrant register for January 27, 2026, in the amount of $1,968,148.01. And I hereby make a motion to approve the warrant as presented tonight.
Second.
Motion made by Trustee Khan, seconded by Trustee Minks. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, please call the vote.
Trustee Meeks?
Aye.
Trustee Sheba?
Aye.
Trustee Thel?
Aye.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee White?
Aye.
Trustee Con?
Aye.
Warrants have passed as presented, Your Honor.
Thank you. Any other business? I would like to mention what I should have mentioned in the president's comments. I see our Director of Public Works out here. I want to thank you and the team for doing an outstanding job with the snow over the past few days. I got many wonderful comments, and I was tickled when I saw the pickle out there cleaning up the sidewalks as well. So thank you, and please thank everybody in Public Works for that as well. All right, residents' comments. Let's see. David King.
Mayor Whitco and members of the board, first of all, I want to agree completely with you about the great work by our Public Works Department with respect to the snow removal and cleanup. The Public Works Department just does a fantastic job, and I'm very appreciative of their work. I've been a resident here in Morton Grove for 38 years, and I'll tell you, every one of those years, the Public Works Department has done a great job. Although I'm not here to talk about public works only, I'm here to talk about the dangers of THC products in our community and my desire to make sure that our children don't have problems, don't get into dangerous drugs and other substances. And I'm here today to talk about the dangers of THC in our community. For the last several years, I've sent a number of letters to the board. I've actually appeared here too, talking about the dangers of THC, which is the toxic ingredient in cannabis, and now in these dangerous hemp-derived products that are being sold in our town and elsewhere. I last appeared here in June of 2025 in support of what was then proposed ordinance number 2516, which the board tabled back then. And I indicated back then that I hope that, I could still work with the board in the future to see what we can do to restrict access to these dangerous products. I sent another letter to the board last week, and I hope you have a chance to review the articles about cannabis and these THC-laden hemp-derived products, all of which are bad. They're unsafe, they're dangerous. I also have observed in the last few months efforts made by people like Governor Pritzker to get the Illinois legislature to do something to restrict access to these hemp-derived products. I wish he'd also try to restrict access to cannabis, but that's okay. We can talk about these hemp-derived products too. He's in favor of restricting access further to these dangerous hemp-derived THC-laden products, and I support that effort. Just last week, the City Council voted to enact legislation to restrict access to these THC hemp-derived products. And I just wanted to alert the board of that because I think that's a step in the right direction. Doesn't go as far as I would want it to go, but it's a step in the right direction. And I asked the board to just consider it going forward. Just take a look at this to see what other places are doing. And keep that proposed ordinance 2516 in mind in case you want to reconsider that in the future, because I think it's the right thing to do with this dangerous substance. So that's all I have, and I hope to work together with the board in the future on this topic.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is Oscar Chung still here? I don't think so, but he signed up to speak, so we'll reach out to him. Anybody else? Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion made by trustee Mink, seconded by trustee Travis. All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting